Tuesday, Talkmen, Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen, Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
Sor,
Angel,
how you doing?
I'm doing okay. The U.S. is out of the World Cup. I'm sad. Last week's episode was we advanced, and now this week's episode is we're out. I mean, how quickly things turn.
But you know what we can look forward to?
What?
The Women's World Cup is next summer.
Ooh, that's one we can win. Yay.
Oh, yeah. And if we've had 4 World Cup championships. So imagine another one.
Another one. Easy there, DJ Khaled.
5. Where is the 2023 World Cup?
I don't know.
Australia, New Zealand. New Zealand.
Ooh, that'd be a fun place to go to.
Australia, New Zealand. Are they that close? Or what?
I am terrible with geography.
Are they close?
Alright.
Oh, apparently they are close. No freaking way.
See, this is like one of those classic, oh, you Americans, you don't know anything about the world. Like, yeah. That's on us. I figured, but like that's not something I'd be like, oh yeah, 100%. They're really close to one another. I would not be comfortable to say that.
They're literally, they're literally close by. For some reason,
it's like us to Canada.
I don't know why. Okay, I thought New Zealand was like near Sweden.
I always thought that too.
Oh, why did we think that?
I feel like it's just because I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. There's no good reason for why we both thought that. It's because our schooling stunk. That's why.
All the touristic spots are Europe, so it had to be in Europe because New Zealand is known, right, for visiting or something. Mm-hmm. What is New Zealand known for?
Being close to Australia.
I can't believe we learned this today. New Zealand is literally right next to Australia. And I thought it was going to be closer to, like, Sweden, Finland, Norway, around one of those.
Yeah, especially Finland. I mean, New Zealand, Finland, I mean, it could just be the land at the end, but that sounds like they belong next to each other.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering, who is New Zealand?
Who are you?
They're an island country. The first quick fact, island country, southwestern Pacific Ocean. It is the 6th largest island country by area. So yeah, that's going to be in 2023. So it's our summer. So their winter? Right? Huh.
But again, their winter is like 60 degrees, 50 degrees. Candace went to study abroad in Australia, and it was during their winter, and she was like, it was beautiful outside, but everybody's wearing like just the puffy jackets and everything, and she's like, I was wearing a dress going into work, and people looked at me like I was absolutely crazy.
Aren't you cold?
She's like, no, it's 55, 60, and sunny. I'm fine.
Oh, man.
But that just goes to, like, it's crazy how different demographics are, just because, like, in Texas, when Texas gets the most tiny amount of snow, they shut everything down just because they're not, I guess, suited for that. So, I mean, everybody looks at you like you're crazy, but just you're from a different area.
If the roads are icy, they have no way to combat that.
Yeah, seriously.
The simple concept of they don't have trucks with salts on them. I'm like, what? Yeah, it doesn't have that often. What? Like,
I was talking to somebody out of Phoenix, and they said the same thing. They're like, yeah, it snowed, everything stopped for a day, and then by the morning it was all gone away, but like nobody did anything the entire day just because we didn't know what to do.
Especially if they don't know how to drive on ice. Nobody knows how to drive on ice. Even the people who live here, like in the Midwest, they suck at driving on ice. Could you imagine, like, people who have no experience at all with snow? Oh man.
Yeah, that's something that I'm not looking forward to, is because my old job, it was all remote. Now I have to like drive to my office, and I'm just like, it's only like 12 minutes, 15 minutes away, but I'm like, as soon as the roads get icy, that's not going to be fun to have to deal with, because I'll be going on the highway too, and so I'm just like, please, no, please be a good winter.
How's the traffic?
It's honestly, it flies. But again, I feel like highway, you're dictated so much based off of other drivers. It's not like you control everything on your own, so you're kind of just up to the fates at that point.
Mm-hmm. So, have you started? How's your workout routine going this week?
I haven't gone this week.
Oh,
yeah. I had an excuse yesterday, and then my excuse kind of carried over. Just because our car had flat tires, or our second car had flat tires. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go home and I'm just gonna use the air compressor and put it all up. And then I only did one tire yesterday because I'm like, I'm too tired to do this. And so then this day, today I came back and I did the other 3 tires, and I'm like, all right, tomorrow's the day. But I'm gonna like stretch kind of and just like do something sort of athletic. But I mean, these last 2 days have just been chalked just because I was lazy. Yesterday I wanted to watch football, I think, mainly, and today I was just like, I gotta finish the car. In all reality, that took, what, like 15 minutes to do max? Like, oh, there goes my evening.
I had something similar, where like I thought it was gonna be like a huge project. It only took like I want to say like half an hour to an hour, but like I pulled it off because I thought it would like take a lot more time. That I didn't do it for like an entire, probably 6 months or something. Like, I should have done this way faster. I don't know why. Look, darn it. But
oh no.
I haven't gone to work out because I stretched my groin area, my right side, for some reason, on Thursday. So Friday, I'm out. Monday, Tuesday, today I woke up, like stretched a little bit. I'm like, oh, no, it hurts.
Yeah.
So I went back to bed. But tomorrow, I'm like, I gotta go for tomorrow. That will at least be 3 days, but I keep going the rest of the days.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, especially for CrossFit, too. Like, you can't be doing CrossFit with a pulled groin. Well, I guess you could, but it would not end well.
Yeah, skill. I'm definitely gonna skill tomorrow. I'm like, pulled groin. I'm just here for the fist bumps and jokes.
I'm here for the environment.
Oh, yeah. My friend was like, can't you just like wake up like at 7 to like you don't have to be in a rush to go like work? I'm like, no, like I either have to like wake up at 5 in the morning or like 7:30 rushing to work.
Talking about waking up at different times. So I used to wake up at 6:30 just because I like my morning is kind of like my time. I feel where it's like I can relax because I don't like feeling like too crazy rushed or anything. And so like I used to wake up at 6:30, and then like that was when I worked from home, and then I didn't have to log onto my computer until 9. So like I had 2.5 hours of just relaxing and watching the news and just chilling. My new job starts like I have to get to work at 8. And it's in the office, and so it got like 15-20 minutes, and so I usually leave the house around like 7:20ish. And so when I got up at 6:30, I'm just like, by the time I fed the cats, got changed, all that stuff, I'm like, I only have like 20 minutes for like me time, and I'm like, this sucks. And so now I'm waking up at 6:15, and today I think I woke up at 6 o'clock, and I was like, I'm gonna be like 3 a.m. and I'm like, I'm ready for the day. But it's like just I hate finding my new schedule. That's something that I took way too much for granted about already having your body trained. But I'm glad I didn't like wake up at 8:30 to work at 9, because then waking up 2 hours earlier would have sucked. So that's something I'm proud of myself with. But it's crazy how much 15 minutes means when it comes to sleep.
Okay, you got a new job. How's the new job?
It's good so far. I've been loving it. It's a lot of learning, which is really fun. But my old job, it was all just recruiting. And so all I did was recruiting day in, day out. This job, I'm doing more so like benefits work, helping people get onboarded, training, and so it's a lot of different areas of HR, and so that's what I was looking for. So I'm learning a lot, which is good, but it's just a lot being thrown at you. Lots of Excel spreadsheets and stuff like that so far, but it's been good. It's what I was hoping for. So
how'd you find a new company?
how did I find them? It was either like LinkedIn or Indeed or something like that. Mm-hmm.
And you're just looking at their size and whatnot, and like seeing the descriptions of their job availabilities.
Yeah, so how I did it was I sorted it by, because like the title of the job that I was looking for is HR generalist, which is like somebody who does a lot of general things across human resources, and so lots of companies have them, so I knew what title I was looking for, and then I just went based off of location, and so I did like a 15-mile radius from my house, or I think it was maybe 10-mile radius from the house, and then kind of just was able to go through it that way, and so they popped up, and then I did more research on them, and then applied and everything. But the job search the job market right now, I should say, is wild. Like, because there are a lot of people that are looking for like remote jobs, but there aren't a lot of companies out there that want just strictly remote people. Just because as COVID's died down a lot, they're doing more so hybrid, where people are working from home, but also have to come into the office whenever. But like, if you're going on LinkedIn and applying to jobs, like if you sort it by remote, like a position could be posted for like 30 minutes and they'll already have over like 150 applicants. Like, it is ridiculous. And so it comes down so much to timing, and it stinks because there's a lot of tech companies right now that are doing layoffs. And so there's a lot more people that are going to be on the job search, and not as like much of an influx of open jobs. So it's a crazy time to be looking for something new. So I got very lucky.
It's like that downward wave. There were so many job openings at the beginning of COVID. Now it's like, it's coming down.
Yeah. Yeah, and they knew it was coming, but they're calling it they called it the Great Recession. Not recession. Recession? Resignation. They called it the Great Resignation during COVID. Like in the middle of it, when a lot of people were just quitting their jobs because like people would pay whatever they needed for candidates. And now the candidates just took things for higher pay, and companies are realizing, hey, we don't really need that position. Or if it's like kind of on the bubble, they're like, well, we don't need somebody paying them that much. And so a lot of people are losing their jobs because of that. And so it's been a crazy roller coaster for people, which, again, when I was just strictly recruiting, that was what I was living in 24/7. So it was crazy. And like, you just feel bad for people. Like, you look out for yourself, obviously, but then it doesn't work out because it's truly just a business.
Did you see like Elon's Twitter layoff?
Yeah. Did you see how he was doing it too?
How was he doing it?
Well, he would like send people a meme. Like people would get a meme like, "You're fired, out of here." Like, let me see what it was. Twitter.
I can see him doing that. Tell me that's like from like, is that a reputable source? But I can also see him doing that for some reason.
It was, "Time to leave the nest. You're fired."
Ouch.
Like, that's ridiculous. But they laid off what? An estimated 50% of its workforce was laid off. Half of Twitter was laid off. Like, that's crazy. Oh, wait, now I'm saying no, Twitter didn't send a meme to fire an employee. That was apparently a joke.
I feel like lawyers would be like,
you can't do that.
You don't want them to come.
But there were people that pretended to, like, they're like comedians, but they brought empty boxes and like filled it up with like officey looking things, and then pretended to be leaving out of Twitter, and then news anchors came and like were interviewing these people, and like they're like, where are you coming from? Oh, just the Twitter building. Yeah, part of the layoffs. And then, like, they just started this massive story that they were a part of it. And they're just like, yeah, we were told, get the hell out of here. We're not welcome anymore. So people are like, no, that's not true.
We don't deliver that news that harshly.
Yeah, seriously.
Should bring it down slowly. You know? Boom. Hey, Twitter's still working, so...
Yeah? I mean, I feel like, I don't know, Twitter's one of those things that I feel like people loved because of the freedom of it. And, like, there was, like, a prestige if you got the blue check mark, but I feel like it's going to lose a lot of people going to it just because of all these changes that are happening and the kinds of stories behind the scenes with them as a company now, too.
It's not as rare as it was before. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got one if they can pay the money.
Well, and what people have been doing was they've been buying a blue check mark, changing their Twitter handle to something like a company's name, and it looks like that they're verified, and then they'll tweet, and it looks like that company tweeted that thing. And so there was one company, like a pharmaceutical company, and they tweeted, "Insulin is now free, haha." And then like it got retweeted like a ton, and then the company had to come out and say, no, insulin isn't free. Which kind of, well, it's funny because, it was not funny, it's sad because insulin was given to companies from the creator of them for free because he wanted them to be able to mass produce insulin to help people. What the companies did was they then monetized it. Yeah, so they're basically, they made it so it's like, to bring a story to a free resource, a resource that was supposed to be free is being monetized, and they had to come out and say that kind of. So, but Twitter, giving us stories.
Have you heard of the hug sleep?
Huh?
Hug sleep.
No.
It's like a thin blanket, not compression. It's like the thin blanket coverall. They're like supposed to hug you while you sleep.
I feel like this was on Shark Tank.
It was.
It was? Because I feel like I see Shark Tank commercials and Robert's in it.
Yep. And he started bleeding because he like rolled over and like went down off the bed. He's like, I'm bleeding for you guys. He didn't get the deal. But it popped up on my news Instagram feed, so I got one today.
I don't feel like I would like that.
Really?
I feel like I'm being suffocated. I like to move. I'm a mover.
But it's stretchable, right?
I don't know. These people look like a vacuum sealed in there.
I looked at after I bought it. I looked at the actual episode for Shark Tank, and they were like, "Yeah, it costs us like around $20 to make. 18, we start making a lot more of these, and like, yeah, we sell them for $100." I'm like, "That's 5x. That's 5x."
That's something that with Shark Tank, I think is so interesting just because it just shows you the markup that these people are able to do on their product and have people still pay it. And like, yeah, if they mass produce them, they can cut their costs even more on their end, but they'll still charge the same, if not more.
And that's a thin freaking blanket. Like, I'm hoping to compress a lot. We'll see how it works. Because the weight blankets, no. It was good for like the first moment, and I'm like, no, it's not gonna work out.
How many blankets do you have? You have this new one that's coming. You have your weighted blanket that you're excited about.
Weighted blanket has another purpose now. I don't use it anymore.
Oh.
I just put it in the office and like covered some boxes with it. And that's it.
Oh, you use your expensive weighted blanket to cover boxes?
Yeah.
Wow. Watch, you're gonna be using this to like store food or something next. Like you'll use it and like wrap food in it for storage purposes.
We'll see how long I last if I use it for multiple times or not. Hopefully it's comfortable. Yeah, that was interesting. 5 times, 5x, and it's supposed to be a special this time where they said it was supposed to be a special that's like 150, but now it's like 100. So you're like, I don't know how much % off, but I'm like, wait, you in the Shark Tank episodes, it said the normal price was $99. So I'm like, I paid $99.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's wild too when people go on Shark Tank and then the day after their episode airs on Shark Tank, if they get a deal or something like that, their profits just go through the roof. Like, I mean, there's a lot of interesting products that are on it, but it's just like if you can make it on Shark Tank, I mean, you can increase your sales significantly, but you just have to hope that like they show you in a good light and like hopefully you get a deal and all that good stuff. But
Like the knockoff of the what's that warm blanket, Huggy overalls?
The Snuggie.
Snuggie. There's like a knockoff of the Snuggie that also came in there. I don't know how many millions they did in sales. Also, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like a knockoff of the Snuggie. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
what?
is that the hoodie one? It was like a hoodie poncho thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And then they said they hadn't made a lot of sales, or they were just like a month in. So Mark was like, "Yeah, no, they need more like traction." Somebody else took them, and I think she did. She invested like $50,000, and it ended up the sales were like $150 million. So out of those 50,000, I think just the Barbara, I think it was, she got like 47 million.
Wow. Jesus. That's
like,
wild.
what? Yeah, Mark was like, yeah, they were just way too early. I didn't want to invest because, yeah, they didn't have that many sales.
Yeah.
But the other girl liked it so much. Yeah, boom. Okay. Do you want to do BuzzFeed quiz?
The original Comfy. That's what it is. The Comfy. It's quite literally a Snuggie ripoff. But now they have socks. Oh my goodness. Yes, I will do a BuzzFeed quiz. I was looking up the top Shark Tank products of all time. Bombas, which are like the comfortable socks, they have 225 million in sales. The Scrub Daddy is 209 million. The Squatty Potty is 175 million. The Simply Fit board is 160 million. This is crazy. So out of the top 5 top selling products on Shark Tank of all time, 3 of them are for Lori.
Well, she knows she does that. I think she has the most experience with like selling a product because of the whole. What is it? What is the network she usually goes on?
QVC.
QVC.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that's her main gig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has like the most expertise of like selling a product.
Yep.
Like, what?
Yeah, if she gets something on QVC, like, you know it's going to blow up potentially. But she probably, there's got to be some rule with her in QVC. I know she's very high up there. But, like, they're probably just like, you can't put every single product on here. Like, they probably have some sort of rule for it.
So the Comfy's $50. The Snuggie Classic is $25. What? Now I'm wondering, like, is the Comfy the knockoff of the Snuggie? Or what? How is it double? I guess it's thicker.
It's got a hood. Maybe you pay extra for the hood.
Yeah, it's got a hood.
Alrighty. Maybe not like.
So now I want to see if the hug sleep is actually good or not. And if it is good, I need to make like another alternate that's a lot cheaper than Hot Tubs and Freaking.
Trying to find a quiz. Come on, quiz.
Are you an Enid or a Wednesday? Or a bit of both? I don't know what show they're referring to.
Wednesday's
Addams?
the new Addams Family show. It's about the daughter on the show. On the daughter of Addams Family's name is Wednesday. And so there's a new show called Wednesday. I think it's on Netflix.
Who's Adam?
No, it's like Addams Family. It's like a family whose last name is Adam.
Adam's Family. Is that a show?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's a black and white show.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Wait, Google it. I'm sure you've seen it. It's ADDAMS. The
1991?
Addams Family.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure you're familiar with at least like what it is, but like the little girl, her name is Wednesday.
So kind of like the sequel or the Addams Family?
I'm not really sure what it is. It might just be like a rethought up series for it or something. I'm not really too sure what the concept is.
Trending quizzes. A lot of them have to do with Wednesday. Must be a popular show right now.
I think it's the #1 show on Netflix right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why. Pussy wants to capitalize on that trending.
Seriously. Well, I'm sure that the BuzzFeed people that create the quizzes, they probably get some sort of payment after so many people click on their quizzes or something. I would assume.
Yeah.
There's got to be something in it for them to create this.
Yeah, all the advertisement from their pages.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like YouTube, but instead of watching videos, you read articles.
Mm-hmm.
Build a home with a bunch of rooms and not predict how many kids you'll have.
Kids. Oh, found it. I'm in. Let's see. This is a long one. Scroll down.
Oh my goodness.
My gosh. We are not doing that. Yeah, unless we just want to say, I guess we'd have to explain it, kind of.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
huge.
We'd be here until 10:30 going through all that.
At least they give us up front how many questions there's going to be.
Yeah.
Unlike that.
Imagine it's in it, and then we're just going through it.
Who would you choose between these popular cartoon duos?
Where's that? I know I saw that one. Duo. Alright, let's do that. Boom.
Zim or Gur from Invader Kim? Darn it, I didn't see Invader Kim.
Mine's still loading. Give me a sec. Oh, I never saw this show growing up. Invader Zim. Zim or Gur? I'm gonna go with Gur. Because it's a little dog.
Yeah, I was like, Zim looks mean. Same. People won't throw
Hey, it shows you if you're in the majority or the minority.
Ooh.
Cosmo or Wanda?
Cosmo.
Yep, I'm definitely more Cosmo too. And we're in the majority again. Woohoo! 2 for 2.
Kim or Ron and Kim Possible. Ooh. I'm going Kim.
I'm going Kim too. Wow, the heavy majority. What now, Ron? Gumball or Darwin? The Amazing World of Gumball. Never saw this one.
Yeah, same. I'm in Darwin.
I'm going Darwin too. Look at us! Majority again. Ooh.
Ash or Pikachu?
Which one did you go
I
with?
went Ash.
I went Pikachu. Let's go. Pikachu's the majority. Everybody, 88-12.
Dang.
Brian or Stewie from Family Guy?
Going Stewie.
I went Stewie as well. Majority again.
Dipper or Mobile? Gravity Falls.
Ooh, what is that? I've never heard of Gravity Falls.
Insane. I'm going Dipper.
I'm going Dipper.
Mobile has the most votes.
No! The minority. Mabel had the majority on that one. All right. The big question. SpongeBob or Patrick?
Oh my goodness.
I'm in the minority.
SpongeBob.
I want Patrick.
More this side or Rigby? The regular show. What, Mordecai? Mordecai? Or Rigby?
Mordecai. Yeah.
I'm going Mordecai.
Yeah, I'm going Mordecai too. Yeah, Rigby just looks creepy. Finn or Jake from Adventure Time? Oh,
Jake.
I went Finn. I am heavy minority, 70-30.
Rick or Morty from Rick and Morty.
Rick or Morty? Rick or Morty?
I'm going Rick.
Rick. Phineas or Ferb? I'm going Phineas.
What, Ferb?
Wow, 50-50. That's funny.
Boom.
That kind of stinks. It doesn't tell you anything about yourself.
Nope. Would you happen to have a question of the day?
What, question of the day, just because all these are cartoons, what was your favorite cartoon to watch growing up? My favorite was Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And that's one of those shows that I'm sure if I watched back again, I'd be like, this is the stupidest show ever. But like growing up, I'm like, yeah, I love it.
Is it a cartoon show?
Yeah.
Probably the Avatar.
That was a good show. I remember I never finished it growing up, but then I went back and I watched it. I'm just like, what a cool ending.
Yeah, that's what I went with too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't finish it, and then I went back to one summer in high school. Boom! So all of it.
Yeah. We definitely had the good cartoons growing up.
Yeah. So wait, which one did you go with again?
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Boom. Sounds good.
But you guys let us know what your favorite cartoon was growing up. If you were more of a Nickelodeon, a Cartoon Network, I'm sure Disney Channel probably had some cartoons too. I think they were mainly like humans on that. But let us know what your go-to was or what one you remember most fondly. And we can highlight some of those next week in next week's podcast. And as always, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, let us know. This was actually brought to us by Shark Tank and just the whole ABC family. They wanted us to remind everybody that Shark Tank airs Fridays at 7 Central. So I don't know if it's 7 Central or 8 Central or something. But check out Shark Tank. Thank you, longtime listeners. But let us know if you guys have anything you want us to chat about, or if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for us. We're always looking to improve for your listening pleasure. But as always, we thank you for taking the time out of your days to listen to us. And